and future exes. It's your favorite ex-girlfriend, Tessa, and real quick before we get into all the gloriousness of being single, quick message for your partners if you have them out there. I'm so sorry. There's a good chance you're about to get left. Break up any happy couples. I want what y'all want for yourselves. But the title of this video is The Joys of Being Single. So if you're still watching at this part, how happy are you? Now, with that said, this video here is for those of you questioning the status of your relationship or for my already singles who are so pressed to hop back into one. Whatever your dating situation is, in about 10 minutes, we're all gonna be on the same page of what we want it to be, which is free as a bird. Now, I know we're raised to believe that coupling up is the ultimate goal in life, and for a bunch of us out there, that may very well be true. But for a lot more of us, that just ain't the case. And unfortunately, it's really easy to get swept up in society's expectations for us, which leads to most of us being bummed out when we can't find that special someone to pair up with. No, we're deading that energy today because as I've been promising for weeks, these are the top 10 reasons being single takes the cake. Now don't get me wrong guys, I actually am a huge fan of being booed up. In all honesty, I am a hopeless romantic at heart. Ugh. But I am though. And as much as I love wrapping myself up into someone else in relationships, we can quickly go from an I to an us, which isn't bad, but when we become a we sometimes lose focus on me. So, reason number one, flying solo is the is, you now have all the freedom in the world to focus on yourself. Let's face it, when we're in a relationship, not only do we stop doing things independently, we stop thinking independently. Everything becomes a compromise, including alone time for us to focus on our own personal development. Now, can you be in a relationship and achieve personal growth? Of course, but for the average person, it is hard to balance both. So the more time we spend alone, the more opportunities we have to be in touch with ourselves. Shit, Steve. And some of y'all aren't ready for that yet, so say hi to your boyfriends for me. So, not only does being single develop a stronger relationship with ourselves, it strengthens the bond we have with other personal relationships. So, reason number two to do you is better friendships. And I'm not just talking about finally being able to make Lisa's wine night. I'm talking about expanding your whole social network, because having the freedom to meet new people creates the possibility for more opportunity. So I don't want to say that your loving relationship is potentially holding you back, but... And not just that, cultivating new and meaningful friendships is self-care. And with a good group of new friends, you might just find out that your thirst for love and attention can be quenched just fine by friendship rather than a relationship. Okay, let's talk about money. Although I think you know where I'm about to go here. Being in a relationship is not cheap. You got date nights, milestone gifts, delivery for two. It adds up, and we spend more because we think, hey, we're two incomes, but sweetie, no. Financially entangling ourselves in someone else is what we don't want to do. Unless you got a ring on your finger, your money is yours. But it doesn't always feel that way when we're in a couple. So reason number three, you might want to dump bae, is financial freedom. Not only does being single offer you the luxury to spend your money however the you'd like, but you actually save more being single, which then you can turn around and spend on yourself. Do I even need to continue? I will. Now, you guys may have noticed in all my videos how I have such an upbeat, positive demeanor, and you may have asked yourself, is it drugs? Yes, but also, it's reason number four being single is all the rage, which is less stress. Say goodbye to the petty arguments you can't even remember who started, along with all the stressful days of balancing your wants with theirs. Because when you're single, not only are you always right, you always get your way. Because there's no one to push your buttons and tell you otherwise. Now the only stress in my life is what to binge next. I ran out of shows. Aww. Oh, hey, are you guys still in relationships? Weird flex, but okay. Moving on to reason number 5, the singles club is lit as fuck. That's supposed to mean we stay in our best shape. Cause let's be real, relationship weight is a very real thing. It's all cute fun and sexy games until you get comfortable. You know what I mean, when you trap them emotionally and can finally let yourself go. Now I know that may seem appealing, but do not follow the light. Your best self needs you. And we're more likely to achieve that when we're rocking alone. Now, while we're saying goodbye to relationships, unnecessary drama, and the couple 15, one more thing that can kick rocks now that we're single is forced relationships. You know how when we take on a new partner, we eventually take on their mama, their baby mama, their weird brother, their freaky cousin, their awkward friends, their stupid coworkers, y'all get it. All these new additional people you now have in your life, regardless of whether you want them there or not. So reason number 6, the single game is killing it, is you now only have to surround yourself with the people you want in your life. No more smiling and grinning for your significant other's trash-ass contact list. Bye, weird friend from college that smelled like ham. Now I ain't gotta pretend to like your honey glazed ass no more. Now a huge benefit to being single is having the freedom to explore and experiment. And I'm not just talking about sexually experimenting. Unless you are, then you know where to find my DMs. But I'm talking about a self-exploration. Now, one great way to do that is to experiment with your style. Take risks, try new looks that just might suit you better than the one that you have now. See, in relationships, we tend to worry about the preference of our partner, catering to their preferred style over what could be ours. And to that, I say, bitch, if you don't stop being whack and go try on that sexy ass crop top. Now, not only does being single allow you to take back your style, it also allows you to take back your space. We all know what booing up can look like, and I think we can all agree that it gets real cohabitational real quick. Your safe space becomes a free-for-all, and now there's beer cans instead of wine bottles, and there's boxers as a lampshade, and you just want to know what happened to your live, laugh, love sign. Those aren't cool, by the way. You shouldn't have those. Unless you want them, then girl, live, laugh, love till the basic bitches come home, because that is your prerogative and no one else's. Enjoy that solo space, because when it's gone, you gonna miss that. Now, number 9 is a little controversial because these are the top 10 reasons for being single. But in this case, the benefit of being single is dating. See, so many people hear the word single and think, all alone, how sad. But bitch, I just f***ed 5 people last month, so I didn't. I don't have game like that. But I could if I wanted, because dating doesn't mean chasing a long-term commitment. It's about fun and freedom and exploration and still doing you while finding cool-ass, sexy-ass people to pass the time with. And not only that, casual dating leads to you learning what you want and need in a potential partner without getting too serious, like fostering bays until they find their forever home. And that right there is gonna bring us to final reason number 10. I honestly had so many more. Why being single is the absolute best. Because one day you probably are gonna be in a relationship again, and you don't wanna have to come across this video and realize all the ways that you took your single era for granted. Which is why it's so important that we take advantage of this valuable opportunity to know ourselves and embrace ourselves. Because at the end of the day, no partner completes us. We have to be a happy, whole person on our own before we can share our lives with someone else. And this right here is the time we do that. So there you have it, the top 10 reasons being single is the motherfucking shit. Now, relationship or not, if you made it to this point in the video, you about to have a wild ass time being single. Go ahead, I see you. And I applaud you. Now, as for me, I'm off to enjoy the single life myself with a little casual date of my own. They don't talk much, but there's been a lot of buzz about them. It's my vibrator.